In the quiet corners of our world, where sunlight filters through dusty windows and dreams are tucked away in storybooks, there lives a magic. Not the kind that flies or sparkles, but the kind that whispers in the rustle of autumn leaves, sings in the clink of a coffee cup, and hums in the silent understanding between two souls. It begins with curiosity. A child, small but mighty, discovering worlds within pages. Each turn of the page is a step into the unknown, a promise of adventure. This is the greatness of beginnings, boundless, pure, and full of possibility. And then, the journey. We set out, hearts pounding with anticipation, chasing horizons painted in hues of orange and gold. We leave behind what's familiar, not because we don't love it, but because we must see what lies beyond the next hill, the next city, the next dream. But journeys have their shadows. There are moments when the light fades and you find yourself alone, fingers tracing the keys of a silent piano, the warmth of a fire the only companion. This is the sadness, not of despair, but of reflection. It's the quiet ache of growth, the bittersweet farewell to innocence. Yet even in solitude, love finds a way. It's in the careful stroke of a brush on fur, the patient tending of a seedling, the quiet act of nurturing life. Love doesn't always roar. Sometimes it purrs softly from a windowsill or blooms quietly in a pot on a stoop. I know the happiness. It's not always grand. It's found in shared laughter over crumbs, in the simple joy of watching birds take flight, in the comfort of a hand held tight after decades of walking side by side. True happiness is woven from these tiny golden threads. We pack our bags, not just with clothes and books, but with memories, hopes, and the courage to start anew. We ride scooters down cobblestone streets, chase sunsets in foreign cities, and find beauty in the bustling chaos of a market square. Life is a mosaic of moments, some bright, some muted, all essential. There are seasons for everything. Winter's quiet stillness, spring's hopeful bloom, summer's vibrant energy, and autumn's reflective grace. We move through them, carrying our stories, our losses, our loves. We dance under stars, share meals with strangers who become friends, and find solace in the familiar rhythm of daily rituals. Greatness isn't reserved for the extraordinary. It's in the hands that shape clay, the heart that pours coffee, the mind that crafts worlds with words. It's in showing up day after day, creating beauty from the ordinary, finding meaning in the mundane. And love? Love is the thread that binds it all. It's the loyal gaze of a dog, the trusting nuzzle of a cat, the quiet companionship of a bird on your shoulder. It's the bond that transcends age, species, and circumstance. It's the warmth that fills the coldest nights and the strength that carries us through the hardest days. We are all travelers. Some seek new lands, others seek new selves. We carry our pasts in our suitcases and our futures in our hearts. We wave goodbye, knowing that every ending is also a beginning. We stand on bridges, looking back at where we've been and forward to where we're going, surrounded by the ghosts of memories and the promises of tomorrow. So let us cherish the little things. The steam rising from a cup, the crunch of leaves underfoot, the sound of a loved one's laugh, the sight of a sunset painting the sky. For it is in these small, sacred moments that we find our greatest strength, our deepest sorrow, our brightest joy, and our most enduring love. This is our story. Messy, beautiful, heartbreaking, and hopeful. And it's far from over.
Squid Game is back. Deadlier, darker, and more emotional than ever. Season 2 takes us deeper into the twisted world where survival isn't just about strength, it's about secrets, revenge, and humanity. Ready to have your mind blown? Here are 30 shocking facts about Squid Game Season 2. Let's start with what happened behind the blood. The filming took a massive 11 months, even longer than Season 1. And the budget? Each episode cost nearly $10 million to make. The games weren't just CGI magic. They were filmed on real, full-scale sets to make every fall and every chase feel terrifyingly authentic. Director Hwang Dong-hyuk said Season 2 explores the system behind the game, and that includes a full reveal of the frontman's backstory. Speaking of our heroes, actor Lee Jung-jae, who plays player 456, actually helped choreograph several of his own stunt scenes. And you know those iconic green uniforms? They were remade with higher quality fabric to handle the extreme action shots. Finally, to create the massive new arena, over 500 extras were used for the crowd scenes. Now for the story and secrets. The show picks up exactly 456 days after Season 1 ended. A new mastermind, known only as the Host, is introduced, pulling the strings from the shadows. Get ready for some emotional gut punches, because several old characters, including Sabyok and Ali, appear in flashbacks. The whole theme shifts from survival to revenge and corruption. Pay close attention to the episode titles, because each one hides a clue to the next game. One new game, The Six-Legged Race, was based on a childhood trust exercise, while another, called Mingle, tests alliances and, you guessed it, ends in brutal betrayal. The VIP masks this season look different too, inspired by ancient Korean theater. Even the soundtrack holds secrets, featuring subtle reverses of Season 1's main theme. Creator Hwang confirmed that the final scene is already setting up a war between the players and the creators for Season 3. The show's release on December 26, 2024, was a global event. It smashed records, hitting #1 in 90 countries. Within just 1 week, viewers had streamed over 1.3 billion hours worldwide, making it Netflix's most expensive Korean drama ever. Season 2 introduces us to 3 new main players: Player 120, Player 333, and Player 388. And yes, Gong Yoo returns for a shocking cameo. A new musical motif called The Red Echo adds to the chilling atmosphere. The series also teases a global version of the Squid Game, setting the stage for Season 3. Eagle-eyed fans even spotted hidden QR codes in posters that led to real websites. The hype was so real that props like the marbles and masks sold for over $20,000 at auction. Critics are calling it a masterpiece of modern dystopia. Of course, a show this big doesn't come without discussion. And for the final fact, the creator revealed that Seasons 2 and 3 were originally written as one massive story. They were later split into 2 parts to give the emotional journey of each character the weight it deserved. So, what would you do if you were invited back to the game? Would you fight for justice? Or just for survival? Squid Game Season 2 isn't just a show, it's a mirror of who we really are. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these facts, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay alive for Season 3.
Gotham doesn't fear criminals. It fears what hunts them. In a city shrouded by perpetual night, where the rain never seems to wash away the scenes staining the streets, a different kind of shadow moves. It's a presence felt long before it's seen, a whisper on the wind that makes even the most hardened men look over their shoulders. When fear grips the heart of Gotham, when the flicker of hope in the neon signs seems to die out, justice answers from the dark. This isn't about saving the day, it's about owning the night. The legend wasn't born in the light. It was forged in darkness, shaped by loss, and unleashed upon those who prey on the innocent. You can see it in the way he emerges from the shadows, a silhouette of vengeance against the grimy city lights. The cape flows like a storm cloud. The boots hit the pavement with the finality of a judge's gavel. This is more than just a man in a suit. It's a terrifying, unstoppable idea. When the bat signal cuts through the polluted sky, it's not a call for help. It's a warning, a promise that no corner is dark enough to hide in. The criminal element of Gotham, the corrupt and the cruel, Tigno Tis. They feel it in their bones. Beware the night. He watcheth when you don't. He is the reason they are afraid of the dark. The quick flash of a grappling hook, the whisper of a cape gliding between skyscrapers, these are the last things many will ever see or hear. He is a hunter in an urban jungle, made of concrete and steel. He is not a hero. Heroes inspire hope. He is a warning, a living, breathing symbol of what happens when the system fails and good people are left to fend for themselves. He is the consequence, the slow-motion impact of a fist, The whirlwind of combat where enemies are swallowed by the shadows they thought were their allies. This is his language. It's brutal, efficient, and final. He doesn't seek applause or recognition. He seeks to instill a primal fear, the kind that keeps evil in check. The city's pulse is a drumbeat of terror, and he is its conductor. This is his symphony of justice, played out in the rain-soaked alleyways and on the decaying rooftops. But beneath the armor, behind the cowl, there is a man haunted by ghosts, isolated by his own mission. They think I hide in the dark, but the dark is where I belong. It's in the quiet moments, staring out at the city he has sworn to protect, that you see the true cost. The rain on the window, pain mirrors the silent tears of a boy in an alley, a memory that never fades. The darkness isn't just his camouflage, it's his sanctuary, his prison, his home. This crusade is a solitary one, a burden he chose to carry alone. It's an internal struggle as fierce as any street fight, a battle for the soul of both the man and the city he embodies. But there is no time for reflection when the night calls. The roar of an engine shatters the silence. The Batmobile is more than a car. It's a battering ram against the walls of chaos. A high-speed chase becomes a blur of light and fury. Explosions flashing in perfect sync with a rising crescendo of Gotham's heartbeat. Fear, justice, vengeance. These are not just words. They are the pillars of his existence, the creed by which he operates. This is the final ascent, the moment the symbol becomes an icon, a force of nature that cannot be reasoned with or stopped. As dawn approaches, a lone figure stands vigilant, a guardian watching over a slumbering city, his silhouette framed by the very signal that strikes fear into the hearts of the wicked. The night has a guardian, and for those who would do harm, for those who thrive in the shadows, there is only one message left to hear. Beware. Thanks for watching. If you felt the power of the Dark Knight, hit that like button and subscribe for more epic content. Let me know in the comments which comic book icon you want to see next.
From ancient kings dripping in gold to modern tech billionaires sending rockets to space, one question keeps coming up. Who is the richest person in all of history? Today we compare the giants of the past and the billionaires of today, and the answer might surprise you. Before we start, here's the catch. Comparing wealth across centuries is tricky. Ancient rulers controlled land, armies, and entire economies, not bank accounts. But historians estimate their wealth by comparing the value they controlled to today's money. So let's break it down, past versus present. Meet Mansa Musa, the 14th century emperor of the Mali Empire. Historians estimate his wealth at the modern equivalent of $400 billion to over $600 billion, making him the richest human in recorded history. His empire produced half of the world's gold at the time, half. During his pilgrimage to Mecca, he gave away so much gold that he caused inflation in entire regions for years. That's right, he was so rich that simply being generous damaged the economy. In second place, the modern world's richest man of all time, John D. Rockefeller. At his peak, Rockefeller controlled 90% of America's oil. Adjusted to today's dollars, his net worth would be around $300 to $400 billion. He became the blueprint for the modern billionaire before billionaires even existed. There were others who might have been even richer, but we can't calculate their wealth precisely. Emperors like Augustus Caesar, rulers like Akbar the Great, and the House of Rothschild controlled unimaginable power and resources, potentially worth hundreds of billions today. But because records weren't exact, Mansa Musa still holds the official crown. So what about today's richest person? In modern times, it's a tight race between figures like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bernard Arnault. Their wealth changes daily because it's tied to the stock market. Today's richest person usually sits around $200 to $250 billion. Impressive, but still only half of Rockefeller, and far below Mansa Musa. So why were ancient rulers so much richer? Simple, they didn't just own companies. They owned countries, the land, the people, the gold, the armies, trade routes, and all the natural resources. Imagine controlling every single business in your country. That's the level of wealth we're talking about. So after comparing ancient empires with today's billionaires, the richest person in history is still Mansa Musa, the gold-covered king of Mali. Even the richest billionaires today can't match the wealth he controlled 700 years ago. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and let me know which historical figure you want covered next.
A wise person moves in silence, letting their actions speak louder than their words. Ever wondered what they keep to themselves? Today we're diving deep into the 10 things a truly wise person never reveals. Let's start this journey to inner strength and quiet confidence. First up, number 1. Their next move. Think of it like a game of chess. Revealing your strategy before you've even made your move gives your opponent an advantage. A wise person understands that real, solid plans grow best in the quiet, away from outside opinions and potential sabotage. They work diligently behind the scenes, letting their results do all the talking. Let them wonder while you work. Number 2 is a big one, their income. Why? Because money talk often attracts the wrong kind of energy. It can breed jealousy, resentment, or attract people who are interested in what you have, not who you are. A wise person knows their financial situation is personal. They value genuine connections over superficial ones, and keeping their income private helps filter out the noise and maintain relationships built on respect, not dollar signs. Coming in at number 3, their weaknesses. We all have them, but broadcasting them is like handing your opponents a playbook on how to defeat you. A wise person acknowledges their vulnerabilities internally and works on them privately. They don't give others the ammunition to use against them. Strength isn't about having no weaknesses. It's about knowing them and not letting them be exploited. Number 4, their family problems. Every family has its struggles, its disagreements, and its skeletons. These are deeply personal and often emotionally charged issues. Sharing them with the world can not only betray the trust of your loved ones, but also invite unwanted judgment and gossip. A wise person keeps private matters private, seeking counsel only from trusted sources and protecting their family's dignity. Let's talk about number 5, their good deeds. True generosity comes from the heart, not from a need for applause. A wise person helps others quietly, without seeking recognition or validation. They understand that the act of giving is its own reward. When goodness needs a spotlight to exist, it's no longer about kindness, it's about ego. Let your actions be pure and your heart be your only witness. Number 6 is about protecting your inner world, your secrets and dreams. Your deepest aspirations are fragile in their early stages. Sharing them too soon can expose them to doubt, negativity, and the premature opinions of others. A wise person nurtures their dreams in silence, like a seed underground, protecting them until they're strong enough to break through the surface. Guard your dreams fiercely until they become your reality. At number 7, we have the intimate details of their love life. The bond between two people is sacred. A wise person respects the privacy of that connection. Sharing intimate details can violate your partner's trust and cheapen the relationship. The beauty of love grows best in the quiet moments shared between two people, not in the court of public opinion. Cherish that intimacy. Number 8 is something we all face: their inner fears. It takes immense courage to face your fears, but a wise person does this internally. They meditate, reflect, and confront their demons on their own terms. They understand that showing fear can be perceived as weakness by those who might exploit it. Face your fears quietly, and you will overcome them powerfully. Moving on to number 9, their past mistakes. Your past is a collection of lessons, not a life sentence to be endlessly recited. A wise person learns from their mistakes, integrates the lesson, and moves on. Constantly talking about past failures keeps you anchored to them. Forgive yourself, let go, and use that wisdom to build a better future. And finally, number 10, their next big idea. An idea, before it's executed, is just potential. Shouting it from the rooftops before you've done the work invites copycats and critics. A wise person knows that the most powerful statement is a successful outcome. They work on their big idea in secret, perfecting it, building it, and then they let success make the announcement for them. So remember, as the old saying goes, wise people talk because they have something to say, not because they have to say something. True power lies not in what you reveal, but in what you thoughtfully conceal. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living a wiser, more intentional life. See you in the next one.
What's up, everyone? Today, we're going beyond just building a big chest. We're talking about sculpting an aesthetic chest, one that's balanced, defined, and powerful from every angle. It's not about ego lifting, it's about creating a masterpiece. So grab your water, get focused, and let's build a chest that's as strong as it is stunning. Our journey begins with the absolute king of upper chest development, the incline dumbbell press. Forget the flat bench for a moment. To get that full, square look, we need to prioritize the upper pecs. Set your bench to a 30 to 45 degree angle. Grab your dumbbells, lie back, and plant your feet firmly. As you press, think about driving the dumbbells up and slightly inwards, really squeezing at the top. This isn't about bouncing the weight, it's about controlled power. Lower the weight slowly, feeling the stretch across your upper chest. We're aiming for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Focus on that mind-muscle connection. Feel the fibers working with every single rep. Next up, we're targeting the lower chest with a classic bodyweight movement, dips. Dips are incredible for carving out that sharp line at the bottom of your pecs. To emphasize the chest, lean your torso forward as you go down. Go as deep as your shoulder mobility comfortably allows, feeling a good stretch. Then, explode back up, squeezing your chest hard at the peak. If bodyweight is too easy, add weight with a dip belt. If it's too hard, use an assisted machine or resistance bands. The key is progressive overload. Let's hit 3 sets to failure. Let gravity be your training partner and show it who's boss. Now let's shape and define the chest with cable flies. These are all about the stretch and the squeeze. Set the pulleys at about shoulder height. Take a step forward to create tension. With a slight bend in your elbows, bring your hands together in front of your chest as if you're hugging a giant tree. The magic happens in the squeeze. Hold it for a second and really feel that inner chest contract. Then, control the movement back to the starting position, feeling the stretch across your pecs. Don't use your arms. Let your chest do the work. We'll finish with 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. This is the fine-tuning, the detail work that makes all the difference. There you have it, a complete workout to sculpt an aesthetic chest. Remember, it's about quality workout over quantity. Focus, form, and consistency are what will transform your physique. This is your art, so sculpt it with purpose. Thanks for training with me today. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. Now go build that masterpiece. See you in the next video.
They call them dumps, big massive dumps.
Here are 10 mind-blowing facts about exercise that'll make you want to move right now. Let's go. Fact number 1. Exercise boosts your brain. Working out isn't just for your body. It increases blood flow to your brain, improving your focus and memory. 2. Just 10 minutes of exercise can make you happier. Even a short walk releases endorphins, your body's natural mood boosters. 3. Muscle burns more calories than fat. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even while you're resting. 4. Exercise helps you sleep better. People who work out regularly tend to fall asleep faster and wake up feeling more refreshed. 5. Consistent exercise can fight anxiety and depression. It's like therapy for your body, proven to reduce stress and boost mental health. 6. Strength training improves your bones. Lifting weights doesn't just build muscle, it strengthens your bones and can help prevent osteoporosis. 7. You lose water before fat when you start working out. That initial weight loss is mostly water. Real fat burning takes a bit longer. 8. Your heart grows stronger, literally. Regular cardio actually makes your heart muscle bigger and more efficient. 9. Exercise can slow down aging. Studies show that active people have younger cells and live longer, healthier lives. And 10. You never stop building muscle at any age. Even in your 70s or 80s, strength training can build new muscle and keep you strong. So, which fact surprised you the most? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more awesome health facts every week.